subscribe, and hit that bell.
Yes, Zaga, Yaga, you know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime, Sizzle out in the sauce. Man. This content right here is gonna hurt a lot of feelings because when you gauge into the YTC and you gauge into a lot of the content creators on the YTC, a lot of y'all are super fans of particular fighters. But after watching the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia press conference today, the kickoff in NYC Times Square. The writing is on the wall. I spoke on this briefly last week, the past week, how it's the changing of the guard, how pretty much Showtime is back in Tank. That Tank is their guy now. Contrary to what so many content creators love to push, no, Tank is their guy now. It's no longer Earl Spence. Like I said, this stream right here is gonna rattle some cages. You heard how they announced Tank. Brian Custer called him the face of boxing. The only other person they say that about is Canelo Alvarez. But Canelo is not a Showtime fighter. And if you think about it, right, they are really behind Tank though. Tank is their most active pay-per-view fighter right now. I think he surpassed Wilder. Wilder had Wilder was the man, right? As far as like the number of pay-per-views. I think Tank just surpasses him with this one. Tank is up there, man. This is his third. This will be his third in less than a calendar year. May, January, April. He's running the numbers up, man. The tickets are going on sale Friday, right? It said March 10th. That is Friday. He was fashionably late. Check out that video I did on that. I found that funny. I was like, but if you know Tank, that's Tank, man. Tank is he did it in Atlanta for the Gamboa weigh-in. That's what he does. He arrives late. I think Ryan, he kind of got under Ryan's skin a little bit. Another thing that I found interesting, Ryan was kind of speaking on that. The fact that they got all kind of stipulations. But you know what I like that Ryan said, right? Watching the press, I like the fact that Ryan said he's doing it for the fans. He's doing it for the fans because he said if he was doing it for himself, he wouldn't have took the fight with some of the stipulations as far as the rehydration clause and you know things like that, man. But you know what? I want to say this too, right? Tank Davis might be the face, man. That's all the stipulations that Tank is garnering, right? Another fighter does that. Canelo Alvarez, man. Canelo Alvarez. So I guess when you're that dude, you might hear a little bit of paper getting ripped up. I guess when you're that dude, man, you can do that, man. You know? And Tank is obviously that dude. If he's able to put all those type of stipulations, right, into the contract, into the fight, rehydration clause and catch weights and all that, that lets you know who the ace high is. So when they announce him as the face of boxing, like I said, this content right here is gonna hurt a lot of Earl Spence fanatic fans because that's the popular YTC narrative, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of YTC content creators, you guys do not move the needle, man. Because if you move the needle, Earl Spence will be on his third pay-per-view of the year. Him and Terrence Crawford probably be on their third fight. But you see who the networks are backing. Ryan and Tank Davis. You see how they announced him. You see how Tank came in like a rock star. He got rock star behavior. An hour late, had them sitting around waiting on him. You know how much money that probably cost? You know how much money? Because it was supposed to start at 12:30, right? You don't think that costs money for those of y'all that know anything about the business side of boxing? Not fans, the business side. Because when you they was in Times Square, right? I'm pretty sure the spot that they was at, you pay for that, man. You're allowed a certain amount of time. It was scheduled for 12:30. Tank arrived an hour something late. It's 3 something now. The press conference got started late. That is if that's not rock star behavior, man. Tank and Ryan called them unprofessional. Definitely check out that video I did. That was like game and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Tank is doing what is this, a 6 pay-per-view? How many pay-per-views Tank on now? 6, 7? How many? I lost count, man. That's what he did. He's letting Ryan know you're in my world now. You're in my world. This is big for Ryan. Ryan, although he is a celebrity, a social media celebrity, this is gonna be his first time in the real bright lights. Pay-per-view is a whole different ball game. But as far as from the press conference, I think he handled it well. Know what I like that he said? A lot of these fighters get on here and they thank Al Heyman. You know who he thanked? He thanked the man upstairs. He said his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He said his power. Man, he was talking to Zaga, the Yaga. He said his power comes from God, from the man upstairs. And shout out to Joe Goosen. Joe Goosen also, if you watch the press conference, like I said, Tank was an hour late, so they had to do something with airtime. When they interviewed, when Goosen was up there with the two guys from Showtime, he spoke about not Tank, Ryan's left hook, but he also, you got to pay attention and read between the lines and hear between the lines. He said a lot of the sparring partners that they have been bringing in for this camp, for this fight, also speak highly on Ryan Garcia's right hand. I was like, okay. And another thing that he alluded to, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, because like I said, a lot of y'all really don't pay attention, for whatever reasons. But he also spoke on the fact that um Ryan's older brother is a southpaw. So he did come up fighting southpaws. Because see, one thing about orthodox fighters, and they kind of highlighted that too, where orthodox fighters don't really fight a lot of southpaws. So that southpaw style is very tricky for them. But he says that Ryan grew up always sparring his older brother who was a southpaw. So that may play, you know, into preparation. He didn't want to give too much of his game plan away. They was trying to get that out of him. But styles make fights. I think this is a great fight for Tank because it gives Tank a chance to, show a different side too. Because see, a lot of people, what is this record? 28. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo in the building. Mr. Gumbo's all over. Where you at now, Gumbo? What state you in now? Tank, right? A lot of people think he just relies on his power. But if you really watch him fight, and you know anything about boxing, right? Not now. I want you guys to look and listen right here. What I'm gonna give y'all some gems, right? I'm gonna give y'all some gems. Oh, Missouri, you in Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to Show Me State. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo out there making it happen. Staying sucker free. You know the vibes. But yes, Tank, right? Check this out though, man. Now I want y'all to take off your fan hats and put on a strategist hat, right? And break stuff down, right? For those of y'all that think Tank doesn't have a high boxing IQ, that he's just a power puncher baby gorilla, right? Um, Tank Davis, when he fought Leo Santa Cruz, I'm now look, I'm gonna show y'all. So y'all sleep on the source. You really don't know too much about the source. You think I'm just some media guy. No, I'm actually a gym guy myself, right? When Tank fought Leo Santa Cruz, right? This is when I knew Tank was different. Everybody talks about the knockout, right? Well, you know what we call that in the gym? Yo, Tank set the trap. He was setting that up. He was setting that up. And then, like any apex predator, after he set the trap, he jumped on it. And when I watched that, right, I always like I followed Tank since the amateurs when he was like, to me, Tank was a little punch drunk because they always had him in wars. That's for a whole nother podcast. But Tank has a high boxing IQ. He doesn't get a lot of credit for it because, like I said, he's a knockout artist. He's always getting guys at it. Shout out to Big Blunts in the building. Um, but Tank boxing IQ, I think this fight right here, we're really going to get a chance to see that if Ryan is on his A game, because Ryan Garcia is the rangier, bigger fighter that also possesses a weapon that if Tank isn't on his P's and Q's and carrots, can neutralize him. Yeah, do y'all follow what I'm saying right there? Or do I need to dumb it down? Do I need to get special ed with it with the source? Y'all understand what I meant by neutralize, right? So Tank has to be on point, man, because you do not want to run into that left hook. I'm eager to see the game plan Calvin Ford comes up with. See, a lot of y'all, most of y'all, all y'all, when it comes to coaches, right? You guys be thinking like some guys are real good coaches. Other guys get the coaches awards and they get the acknowledgement. But when you look at them and their game plans, and you watch the fights and you hear the adjustments they make, you know who the real good coaches are. You know who the real good coaches ain't. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. But it's going to be good to see because these guys are going to have to play chess. It's going to be chess, you know. Like Ryan is the bigger fighter, man, bigger fighter. But see, that's why Tank is on his Canelo Alvarez with the things that he put in with the rehydration clause, and it's chess, man. But I'm eager to see this fight, though, man. The press conference was dope, man. I just like I said, this podcast is gonna hurt y'all feelings. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, man, they was throwing mad shade at y'all. Real ones, solid ones, official ones, really picked up on it. The Lost Tribe of Judah, y'all didn't hear it or went over your head, or y'all just in denial. Y'all don't want to accept it. They was throwing shots at them throughout the whole press conference when they were saying how they're both in their prime. It's time to make the fight happen. A lot of guys aren't making it happen. Those are all shots, man. Or they make the fight happen when they're both past their prime. But like I said, hopefully this opens the floodgates and more fighters follow suit now. More fighters follow suit. And I want to highlight this too while we speaking on the strategies and all that, right? Um, Joe Goosen threw some shots too, right? For those of y'all that watched the press conference, Joe Goosen said that Ryan Garcia felt that, and this is noted. That's why I guess that's why um, he left Eddie Reynoso. He said he needed a full-time trainer, and you can't be mad at Eddie Reynoso because listen, at the end of the day, right? Trainers are gonna go where the bag is, right? And I'm gonna put it like this for y'all so y'all can catch the swords. Because if I say it like that, some of y'all might not catch it, right? I'm gonna use this terminology right here, this so you can catch it. A trainer, right? This is how a trainer gives it up. If I have horses, right? Thoroughbred horses. Ryan Garcia is one of my thoroughbred horses. Canelo Alvarez is another one of my thoroughbred horses, right? The trainer is the jockey, right? The rider. I just named two of my horses. One of my horses is a Triple Crown winner. That's Canelo Alvarez. He's getting all the big bags. He's the face of boxing. Which one of my horses am I going to ride? Is it going to be Ryan? Ryan's a thoroughbred horse, but he has not yet got to that Triple Crown status, the Preakness, Kentucky Derby, Belmont. Whereas Canelo Alvarez is a Belmont, Kentucky Derby, Preakness winner. You're going to go where the money's at. So when Joe Goosen was saying that, throwing the shots at, Eddie Reynoso saying that Ryan wanted a full-time trainer. No, Eddie's priorities is his priorities, man. His priorities is his priorities. He's getting the big bag with Canelo, man. So he's going to have, Canelo is going to get most of his attention, you know? But it is what it is, man. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But how's everybody's Wednesday going? Salute to Bruce Gas in the building. Just smash my like button. Good brothers, big blunts in the building. Side by say, Zoe Power, Mr. Gumbo's out there in Kansas City, man. How was that weather out there, Gumbo? How was it out there in the Midwest, man? There'd be a lot of tornadoes out there, man, because it's very dry. It's not a lot of water out there. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest, and tornadoes ain't nothing to play with out there, man. Kansas, Missouri, and all that. If you know, you know. But yeah, we had a good day. My day is pretty much over. I know y'all used to me jumping on later, but tonight is curriculum night at the schools. I am a full-time active father, if you don't know by now, man. So it's curriculum night at the school. So I will be at the school. So I said, yeah, let me get on and keep the algorithm rocking and rolling, put out some content. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do any later, being that it's curriculum night, and then I'm gonna try to shoot to the gym. We stay in the gym. Definitely, like I said, man, I gave y'all some gems last night, man. The sparring that y'all seen last night with the youngins is future pay-per-view sparring right there. Trust and believe it. Jamali Tucker, Million Dollar Marley, is a $1 million fighter. That's why he's called $1 million Marley, man. You will see him, and before you know it, underneath the bright lights. It's in his DNA. The foundation is there already. He is the younger brother of Jahan Tucker. Jahan Tucker's already on the big stage, came out the gates on the big stage, right? So Marley's definitely following his footsteps. If we don't go to the Olympics, Marley will be out there, man. It is what it is, right? Well, shout out to the other youngers, man. Like I said, next week, the 18th to the 25th is our time, man. We're trying to go 5-0. You got to shoot for the stars, man. We got 5 going to the Nationals. We want all 5 to win. We shoot for the stars, man. You know, but it's good for them, to get out there and test the waters, because the national scene is where you really earn your stripes, where you really earn your names. It's cool to be a Metro champion, a tri-state champion, but that's the tri-state. That's the Metro. You wanna smash dudes out from all over, and that's when you really, you get your sauce, you get your snaz, you get your swagger, right? Do they still use that word, swagger? You get your swagger, man. Once you start smashing dudes out on a national level, man, that's where everybody really knows you, man. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, that's such and such, man. You get that national ranking, If you know, you know. But yes, the press conference was dope. I'm definitely feeling the energy. For those of y'all Earl Spence fanatics, man, listen, the light is dimming, bro. Brian Custer announced that young hitter as the face of boxing. But if you really pay attention, man, and you're not in your feelings, you're not in your fandom. That's my new word that I created, fandom, right? The writers on the wall, man, the networks are backing Tank, man. It's Tank's time, man. Earl Spence had his run. He had his run over there. A lot of stuff happened to him outside the ring, kind of hampered that run. But he had his run. The window to make the fight with Terrence Crawford, that fight never happened. A lot of fans and people are still optimistic that it can happen. But listen to that press conference today, how they was talking about the fight. I know that's their job to do, but they was talking about this is the biggest fight that could be made. Did y'all hear that? Nah, y'all didn't hear that though, right? I know. Y'all didn't want to hear that. Y'all didn't want to hear that, man. I'm smacking on this olive salad, man. I've been trying to do the healthy thing. But yeah, I know y'all didn't want to hear that, man, because like I said, so many content creators, yeah, they just love Earl. They love Terrence. But yo, 33, 35, man. You know what I'm saying? They should have fought 3 years ago. Well, we let the well, we didn't let, but you know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons, it's no real need to go into it. The powers that be didn't really want that fight. The powers that be that didn't want that fight, man. Because if they want the fight, it would happen. That's how this fight is happening. You see how, and I want y'all to catch this source. And after I say this source, I'm gonna use shout out to Coach Malachi True Media today's ad lib, right? When fights are big enough, right? They're made. They ain't no listen. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. I don't really think it was ever a big fight, man. Because and I'm gonna tell you why, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all might not agree with this, but the system, the game been agreed with it, right? And I'm gonna use Ryan and Tank as the prime example. How come Earl and Terrence, they was always talking about build it up, let it build. And so many YouTube narrators, YouTube content creators was running with that. Oh, it gotta build, it gotta build. No, listen, when a fight is hot, it's hot, bro. Ain't no let it build. Did they just do that with Tank and Ryan? Did they say, yo, let's build this fight up for another year and a half, for 2 more years? No, they fighting, brother. Pay attention, brothers and sisters. They fighting, man. They fighting. So all that, yo, let the fight build up. Nah, you let the fight build up. You get a 33 and a 35-year-old. You get the Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather fight all over again. Guys fighting when they should have fought 4 or 5 years ago. You know? When they should have fought 4 or 5 years ago. But shout out to Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is smart, man. He ain't waiting around. He didn't wait around. Unfortunately, contrary to what all these guys that like to come on here and do their spin-off videos for Earl Spence, how active has he been these last couple of years, man? That's why they're saying Javante is the face of boxing. Javante is way more active than him, bro. This is Javante's third pay-per-view since last May. Since last May. Earl Spence only fought one time, bro. One time, man. That's why all you dudes out here doing these videos, y'all are weird, man. Y'all are weird, man. Coming on here with these thumbnails and all that. Nah, man. Y'all are weird. That is weird, bro. Y'all better start doing thumbnails for Tank. And I'm telling you, Tank is the face, man. And let him have an impressive, crazy knockout over Ryan Garcia. Forget about it, man. It's through the roof for that dude, bro. It's through the roof, man. You see how he's coming to the Yo, check this out, right? I want y'all to catch this, right? Yo, Tank came to the press conference looking like Rolly. Yo, y'all threw Rolly under the bus. Remember, but I know why y'all threw Rolly under the bus. It is type cold out here today in New York, right? Rolly had the Clubber Lane, you know what I'm saying, fur coat, mink coat look, but they was in LA when Rolly was rocking that. Yeah, Tank had it on today too. Shout out to Brian Custer reference Joe Namath. If y'all know, y'all know that's the Jets OG quarterback. Joe Namath had the mink on like that too. But yeah, Tank was styling, man. Tank is the face, man. He had on the NY hat. Yo, Tank wants to be from NY, man. I wonder if he went by Cops and Kids today, man. I know he frequents that gym a lot, Cops and Kids, man. With his boy. You know who his boy is, right? Africa, Richard Hitchison. That's his boy. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure all that was on deck. It was all out there. You know, Tank is a rock star, man. And it showed today, man. But yes, he's the face of boxing, man. When I heard Brian Custer say that, I was like, I was gonna do a short video on it, right? I still might do a short video on it. You know, if I get the time. Chop his audio up when he said that. Because I know a lot of people when he said that, I know the Earl Spence fanatic fans, they was like, no. They was like, why? Why? It's supposed to be the big fish. They not, yeah, they not moving like that. They let you know who the big piranha is. The big shark. The big fish is Tank, man. Tank is on his third PPV. You see, and Tank knows it too. I didn't see that tweet, man, but shout out to Blunt. Blunt posted the tweet when Tank was killing Bill and Devin about his purse and the money he gets. Man, Tank is getting that bread, man. It's no secret, man. This is his third pay-per-view, man. In a 12-month span. Third, man. Some fighters don't got one. You know what I'm saying? This is his third, bro. This is his third, man. Look, Caleb Plant is going on his second. In 2 weeks, it'll be Caleb Plant second. I want to put this into perspective for y'all, man. Caleb Plant is going into his second pay-per-view of his career, right? Second pay-per-view of his career. Are y'all catching what I just broke down and said to y'all? He's going into his second of his career. Tank is going into his third in 12 months. Listen, he had May Memorial Weekend, right? In a 12-month span. So we're going to do it from May to May. May, he did one. He followed back in January, two. He's coming back in April with three. And he's doing three pay-per-views in less than 12 months, man. So that's why Brian Custer's calling him the face of boxing. How many has Canelo did? Look, ooh, see, I didn't want to do this to y'all. I didn't want to do this to y'all. See, it's the reason why they are saying he is the face of boxing. How many has Nello did? Come on now, come on. It's some of y'all in here. Don't let the cat have your tongue right now, man. It's some of y'all in here, man. Oh, see, I made some of y'all just jet out right there. Cause see, I'm on my media marketing, breaking the game down for y'all, man. They called him the face of boxing for a reason. How many pay-per-views has Canelo had in that time frame? How many? How many? Canelo fought Demetrius Bivol, right? Who else? Who else has Canelo fought, man? Remember, Canelo did his run, I think, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, when he became undisputed at super middleweight. That's when he did the crazy run then. But who's doing the crazy run now? Javante, not Earl, not Wilder. And like I said, these dudes, well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of content creators in the big scheme of things, they only let's go back to the nationals, right? They local jokers, bro. They not big on the national level, man. They local jokers. They like, they doing their thing at club shows and little club fights. They not national steppers, man. You know what I'm saying? They good in their little community, in their little neck of the woods, but they're not stepping on a major scale. They not syndicated. You feel me? They're not syndicated. And when you're not syndicated, what are you? You're local, man. They're like I'm trying to think of the show that we had out here in New York on the local, like, the local networks. Put it like this, they're like VH1. You know how VH1, right? Is Viacom, major network, and then you had Video Music Box that was like on the underground, but the Video Music Box was popping, but it wasn't like MTV and VH1. It used to come on like the local channels. Yo, Tank Davis ain't the local no more, bro. He's the face of boxing. That's why they said that, man. The man is on his third pay-per-view in a 12-month span, bro. In a 12-month span. Pay attention to what's going on. They got him in the driver's seat. The only thing that can knock him off if he catch an L to Ryan. But sometimes an L ain't really an L, depending on how the L is. You know? Fact. Let them know, Gumbo. See, Gumbo letting you know. They not a big stepper like me. I'm everywhere. Moving around. Moving around. Yes. Moving around. They're local jokers, man. When you're a local joker, it's cool though. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being a local joker. But you gotta understand when you are sometimes I'm gonna say this, right? When you're a local joker, sometimes your head gets big until you really get out there in the ocean. Because see, when you get out there in the ocean, right? Everybody could be the big fish in a little pond. But when you get out there in that ocean, there's a whole bunch of other big fish out there, man. You're not the only big fish, man. And that's what I like to preach to my youngins. They're gonna get a taste of that. See, Marley, my nephew, makes it look easy. You know what I'm saying? Two-time national champion. But Marley earned his stripes. Marley went to a couple nationals. We got jerked. You know what I'm saying? They jerked us. It is what it is. Like the chicken, right? Because they was upset because Jihad turned pro. It is what it is. You know, they didn't want Jihad to turn pro. Because remember, Jihad was on the junior Olympic team. They wanted Jihad to go to the Olympics, man, and all that, man. You know? USA boxing and amateur boxing is very corrupt too, but that's a whole nother podcast too. You know, that's a whole nother podcast. But that's why they tried to jerk Marley on a couple of earlier nationals we was in. But then, we said, yo, we're gonna spice it up. You know, we're not taking no prisoners no more. You know the motto now, mean hard punches. Like I said, if you follow the source, you follow the Zaga. When I'm in the gym, and I do share with y'all for the ones that come in, doge on the source. Y'all seeing the regiment, man. Y'all seeing the warriors den. Just like yesterday, I spiced it up for you. Y'all seeing, listen, that mid work that Joe and Jihad did, and shout out to Joe Dini, right? See, a lot of y'all don't really be understanding what y'all be getting the privilege to see it. Yo, Joe Dini sparred Julio Cesar Chavez at Mendez Boxing Gym back in the day and got stopped with a body shot. One day I might interview Joe and let Joe speak about that, man. Because now see, Joe loves the camera. But Julio Cesar Chavez, he paid Joe to spar 4 rounds back in the day. He hit Joe with a body shot. Joe couldn't continue. But see, Joe's been in the ring with guys like that. Zab Judah, Oscar De La Hoya, Vernon Forrest, Obi Carr, you know? But see, you wouldn't know that. If you look at Joe, you wouldn't know that unless you talk to him. Unless you're in the gym. You wouldn't know that. Now, my day is over as far as work. That's why I said Mr. Kill two birds with one stone, man. I'm about to go hang these keys up, y'all. Hopefully I entertained y'all a little bit, man. Like I said, smash my like button. Shout out to D-Ray in the building. D-Ray, where you been at, brother? Ain't seen you around these parts, man. Ain't seen you around here, D-Ray. Didn't recognize you for a second. But I'm about to start talking to my listeners like the rest of these cult leaders out here, man. Yo, refresh the super chat. Yo, smash the like button. Yeah, that's what YouTube likes, right? Yo, y'all like cult leaders, man. Y'all like dudes that get on here and scream at y'all, man. Man, shout out to WCS, man. I was on my lunch break rocking out with WCS. WCS had another great one, man. He broke the good brother down, man. The good brother needs to go get help, man. He was mad at Manager Marty. Manager Marty knows the business, man. You can't be mad at somebody that knows the business. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in your lane. Like, you are a successful YouTuber with a great congregation. That they believe in you. You can spin all kind of lies to them because, like I said, when people are deaf, dumb, and blind, they go with anything. But the ones that know they're gonna like my job up here, right? But I'm good now. You see how I come in. But in the beginning, I used to be classified as a troublemaker because I would always question. I knew the rule, the union, the bylaw. Question stuff like, yo, nah, I have a longer tenure. Why is he on that piece of equipment and not me? See, when you know the rules, you know the game is different. See, a lot of people don't really know the game, so it's easy. And shout out to the ones that do know the game, right? You know. and try to teach others the game. Because you know that saying, each one teach one. That's the only way to break this. Man, I'm giving y'all too much, right? I'm giving y'all too much, man. But yes, man. Glorious Wednesday hump day is over. Strolling in. Shout out to WCS. Shout out to all the solid frontline media guys, man. My people was hitting me up. They wanted to know if I was out there. I said, nah, man. I don't do that like that no more, man. I used to, a day like this, I would have took off from work. I'd have been right out there in Times Square. But I don't get excited for the presses and all that no more, man. Ever since my nephew made me the media marketing agent, man. So like I said, sometimes I get tired of this now, especially like I said, this is number 10. I've been rocking and rolling with all kind of crazy access since Jihad turned pro, man. So it's like sometimes I just be wanting that break. And shout out to WCS, like WCS broke it down in his live, man. I be in penthouse suites now, man. So it's like, in order for me to cover an event, man, they gotta come correct at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my team, man, my nephew, man. I'm spoiled now, man. I be feeling like King Jaffe Joffa. You know what I'm saying? He said, "What is this? What is this?" If I get a credential or something, and it's not like I don't have a room and all kind of other gratuities, I'll be like, "What is this? What is this?" Hopefully, y'all catching this on. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, good night. Good night, guys. All right. Have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah. Oh man. Man, so he's coming in with a hangover. Have a good night, John.
Hangover sounds nice right now.
Oh man, have a good night, man. Man, everybody talking about getting drunk already. It's only Wednesday, man. These boys ain't playing.
I know them. People are like, this fucking
These
dick.
boys ain't playing, man. See, they bad influences. Boys talking about throwing them back already, man. See, that's why I had to break away from them boys, man. Trying to be sober. Huh? Oh, Lord. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Like they not telling me, but my mom told me.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I figured
you
that.
got to do 6 months or more.
Yeah,
So
I figured that.
any out of state, they probably send them to
Yeah,
the same shit.
in Florida or California.
Same shit they sent.
Snooze. Yeah, here in California then. Damn, I figured that, yo. That's why I asked you. All right, you be good. Yeah. My boy's in rehab, man. See? That's what happens up here, man. It's a lot of alcoholics up here. That shit almost caught me, man. You see, I've been sober 2 months now. You see how my coworkers get that? You know what my man said? He coming in tomorrow with a hangover. I already know they about to go to happy hour. They about to turn up, man. I ain't messing with these dudes, man. I got big things are going. Big things are going. Yeah, man. I knew something was up with my man Al. When I came back, I'm like, yo, where my man Al at? Al's a good dude, man. 6 months, god damn. All right, stud. Damn, yo. That's a long time, y'all. Damn. That's like a big, yo. That's like a big, yo. God damn. But see, the good thing about it is he's getting help, man. He's getting help, man. I knew something was up. I'm like, yo, where my man Al at, man? Damn. Al cool as hell. God damn. But yo, WCS, man, I appreciate that shout out, man. Shout out to my man, man. WCS is official, man. A lot of dudes, like, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, the media dudes that I really rock with. Shout out to Town Biz, my man Jabel Parker, YSM, I really don't rock with Ellie Setback at all. I don't rock with a lot of these other dudes. You know, the little reporter dudes for different outlets. No need to say names. Like I said, shout out to Coach Malachi, stand up dude. I had Coach Malachi, he be letting me use his videos and stuff. Gave me a shout out. Who else, man? Who else? So it's a lot of dudes in the game I rock with. Oh, the dude, Blue Blood, he don't know me, but I remember covering a lot of fights with him, sitting next to him and stuff. Had a picture with him when he had his arms around me, but the dude didn't know me. But it bees like that sometimes. A lot of dudes get Hollywood, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Shout out to the my man. I call him the Voice. Because if you see him in real life, he's a little guy. Champ side. I know everybody, man. They know me from my Jackal Fitness days. I mean, when I was Jackal Fitness running around, I was trying to put everybody on. But then I said, you know what? I just got to put my family on. That's what you see now. Like I said, shout out to WCS. My daughter, my oldest daughter, is the youngest in charge. That's why her name is CEO Nasaya. She is a young PR already, man. If you don't know, man. She personally works with Jahad Tucker, Marley Tucker, a lot of fighters already. Her catalog is heavy. Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley interview, the Davis brothers, Famous Wilson. Her catalog is serious, man. And if you like I said, if you rock with the page, the catalog, you see her, man. It's like last night. You seeing her snapping them hard frames. You seeing her snapping them hard frames, man. I gotta edit some of those photos up. Probably, like I said, I'll probably do that tonight, man, because Snowfall comes on tonight. So watching Snowfall out, I'll play around with the photos, man, because she snapped up a lot yesterday, man. She was going crazy with the WCS. Bless me, man. I got an AK. I call that the AK, man. That new cannon I got is an AK, man. That joint, the stutter speed on that one is like, yeah. Then you can get some fire frames on that, man. That's why I told Nasai to get it in, man. I groomed her on the TS. I think what is it, the Rebel 7. And now she's working with that AK, man. She was going in last night. Some fire pictures. But yes, man, Wednesday's in the books. My co-workers, I told them, man, they was trying to tell me, nah, man. He tried to give me the side. I'm coming up with a hangover. Nah, not me. Them days is behind me, brother. I am not going to happy hour with you guys, the 2-for-1s and all that. No. You won't have me like Al, man. Al's doing 6 months, man. Damn. He's definitely in Florida, yo. But yes, man, I'm on the road right now. Look how quick I get home. I already hit the highway, man. I call my little Chevy. I call this the Matchbox 20, man. This little joint it be in and out of traffic, like it'd be like my drop, my drop that I got. That'd be like that's how this little joint is right here, man. I like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to big trucks, but I like this though, man. Gas prices was too crazy. But yes, I'm just rambling on, man. I appreciate everybody that was in here rocking with me, man. Like I said, shout out to WCS, Mr. Gumbo. You be safe out there on the road in Kansas City. Watch out for them tornadoes, them twisters. That's what they call them, a twister. They be like, yo, it's a twister coming through here. I mean, they be having twisters out there. Shout out to Big Blunts, D-Ray, the stranger. That's your new name, D-Ray. You a stranger, bro. Yo, you a stranger, D-Ray. You came over here today. You was a stranger, man. I gotta do you like colors, man. Yo, where you from? Man? Yo, what set you claiming, man? Where you from, man? I don't know you, man. Where you from, man? Ain't seen you around here in a while, D-Ray. Had to check you, man. I had to do a background check on you, man. Yo, where you from, man? Yo, who sent you, man? Yo, who sent you, man? That's what I'm gonna start doing, man. You know what? I've been doing my research, right, when it comes to the YTC. That's what y'all like, man. Yo, y'all like the host to be like a dictator, man. So when I start coming on here, man, I ain't going. I'll probably switch it up next week. I'll do a fresh start next week. I'm gonna start coming on here like a dictator, man. Whenever I see, like right now, I got numbers in here right now. Whenever I see I got numbers in here, I'm gonna start screaming like, "Yo, hit that like button, word up, smash the like, refresh the super chat." Nah, y'all be good, man. It's just comedy. Yo, it's just comedy, man. But yo, don't fall for the hoodwink, man. Showtime already let you know, man. Tank Davis is the flagship right now, man. I know it. The Earl Spence fanatics, they do not want to hear that, man. But Brian Custer, yo, listen, that's what I'm gonna do, man. Before I go to curriculum night, I'm definitely about to edit that up and get that drop and drop that video. Brian Custer called Tank Davis the face of boxing. And quite frankly, he might be true, man. This is his third pay-per-view. Only other person doing it like that is Canelo, man. I know y'all gonna say, yo, but Earl does bigger numbers. Does he? It doesn't seem that way. Why they got him on the shelf? Guys that do numbers, they throwing them out there. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. But we're gonna close with that, man. Salute to Tank Davis, the face of Showtime Sports, Showtime Boxing. I know that hurts you Earl Spence fans to hear that. But it is what it is. Zaga, Yaga. You know the vibes. Ahala.
I take my shit in stride, nigga. I'm a man at the end of the day, nigga.
That's real.
Niggas don't owe me nothing. I don't owe niggas nothing.
You right?
We got friends out here this day that don't post shit. How many friends you know never post nothing you did, nigga? That you grow with.
A lot.
Thank you. I got the same shit. I got a friend with that right now. Don't do shit. I'm taking them niggas with me. Hell no. You gonna stay right there, nigga, when I go. You don't show the same love I show niggas. I show everybody love. Like, you supposed to show that back. Niggas be on your page. Niggas won't like your shit. Why follow me?
You right?
You'll stroll right past a nigga page. You'll look at it and won't like it. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Talk to him.
Delete yourself, nigga. Why are you here? Bitches too, why
Delete
y'all here,
yourself.
man? Delete yourself. Why are you here?
That's fire.
Delete yourself. It don't make sense, son. It's just crazy. And niggas will be looking at you like you wrong when you get on and leave, niggas too.
Yeah, facts. You right.
They'll be looking at you like you did something wrong. No, nigga, you did something wrong. You ain't support me, nigga.
You ain't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.